So this is just a little introductory video for week 1 studying media and culture. I'm going to talk about media and culture and defining them, the 3 core areas, and a little bit on writing and referencing. I'm not going to mention the module outline because that's on Blackboard, so you can go and look at that and come back to me with any questions. So this is specifically for students who are here at the University of Worcester studying my first year module, studying media and culture. So just to say about why should we study media, thinking right back to the printing press and newspapers, radio, television, and actually social media, the impact that it has on our everyday lives is huge. So this is one reason why we study media and culture. There are other reasons as well, so economic reasons, for example. So also the kind of idea that actually these things influence us, they influence politics, they influence the world around us, they influence societies, how we think about issues and people, how we think about the environment. So a whole host of reasons as to why we should study the media. I'm sure you can think of others. The term media itself is so broad that it includes a wide range of approaches and ways of studying the media, and you'll come across different ways of this in your 3 years. It's also a field of study rather than a discipline, you could argue. But the context, the setting, the environment that we absorb and read and create media in is also important, and one thing that we look at. But equally we want to think about the discourses, the ideas, the beliefs, the values that are implicit in media and how these impact on us. So we question our own assumptions and we place our ideas into an academic and theoretical context. So debates are important in this 3 years. And also we want you to convince us in your essays of your ideas and arguments and place them into your kind of academic reading. So just to highlight that Socrates has said, employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so you shall gain easily what others have laboured hard for. And I suppose that's the idea of reading about ideas relating to all of this, that actually someone might have written academically about what you think about media. So fake news, for example. So the other part of the course is culture, studying media and culture. So culture itself, hard to define. Obviously concerned with the study of culture and how culture shapes society and individuals and how individuals shape society. There are lots of specific definitions which you can go and look at. So you can go and look up culture resistance or ordinary, but equally you can go and look at some of the developments of culture, or what was previously called cultural studies. So ideas from Angela McRobbie, John Fiske, and also new cultural studies. So the idea is that actually we can look at social meanings generated by culture. So whether that's watching something like Stranger Things or Black Mirror, or if you're into anime or gaming online, this is all part of culture and how it helps us as individuals make sense of the world around us, and also how we express ourselves and participate in that culture. And it's particularly concerned with power and where power lies, and ideologies, so values and beliefs, and how those kind of transmit into across and influence society. So you'll come across the name of Professor Stuart Hall and the ideas of consent and resistance and subcultures, and this is what we look at on our course. And in fact, every module will look at these 3 areas: text, representations, consumptions and audiences, productions and institutions at some level. So one of these 3 areas will form the basis of almost every module that you'll be doing. So here at Worcester we can direct you to writers in residence and also language drop-in centre sessions that you can book to help you with your writing. I'm quite I really want to support students in relation to their writing and writing styles and thinking about how to write. So if that's something you struggle with, do drop me an email, arrange a tutorial. I'm more than happy to see students, and I want to help you to learn how to write, because it's something that I had to do as well. So I also understand if you struggle with writing, and I've got various techniques and ideas that might be of use to you. I've got a whole nother video on Harvard referencing, so I'm not going to say too much about that here, just to say that we have a Harvard referencing guide, and you can type Harvard referencing into any Google or any search, and you'll come up with a list of how to Harvard reference. But we have our own guide and study skills here as well, and I'll talk you through that as we proceed on this module. So if you're panicking about that, please don't. Equally, you can arrange a tutorial for me if you're not sure, but I'll talk you through how to do the referencing. So this is just some examples of how to do that. And equally, at the end of every essay, you will have a list of references. So this is just an example of that as well. We've also got a whole host of resources. So we've got ebooks, journal articles, box of broadcasts, which is everything that's Freeview, that's available for you. Anything you're not sure about, do ask. So I want you to succeed and to do well, so please don't be anxious, but I'm looking forward to getting to know you on this media and culture module.